Hi, this is my Bluetooth slider. I hope you like it. It's been designed for a small camera, as the rail which I had lying about is only 20mm by 20mm. The motors can drive a DSLR camera, but the rail isn't strong enough to carry the weight of a DSLR camera. This works through Bluetooth, as I said, so there's no need for extra buttons and knobs. And through the programming you can actually put in a third axis if you wish, and more stop-start points. If you'd like to know how this is built, please subscribe to my channel, and soon I'll put on extra videos showing the programs. I'll leave the programs for you to download. I also have a time-lapse version for the program which works rather nicely also. So leave me a like, subscribe, and the programs will be along soon, within the next couple of weeks hopefully. Very intuitive to use. Initially we press the connect button to connect into the slider. Once you selected your slider from the drop down menu, you can now operate the slider, you can now control it. The way we control it is this button here, so fast left and finer movement, slow left, stop the motor, slow right, fast right. Exactly the same thing for the turn buttons. Once we've moved the slider into position, we press our set start. Let me turn this this autofocus off a minute. It's a pain in the bum. Right. Okay. Once we're in positions, set our start position, move along and set our mid position and end positions. And then to move between the positions, it's these buttons here, start, mid and end. And you can press these in any order. This run speed is useful when you're using these buttons. You select the speed you would like the slider to move at before hitting any of these start, mid and end buttons, and it will move to the appropriate speed selected. Sorry. Yeah, super easy to use. And when you've set your positions, it'll tell you here. And when you move into the positions also, it'll tell you here up in the drop down box. Yeah. And now moving to start position. And moving to end position. Simple as that. Okay, here are the parts involved in creating the camera slider. Very simply, here's the ESP32 and the stepper drivers. They are TMC 2208 stepper drivers, silent stick ones. Also, little fan for cooling. This is optional, to be honest, if you're using the enable connection for the steppers. 2 capacitors, 1 for each stepper driver. I haven't put these in mine, to be honest, but they will smooth out the power supply. 1 little plug-in adapter cable. Now, because I'm using a 12 volt power supply, I'm using one of these DC step downs. Not actually using this model, I'm using the LM2596 model, and of course this is my power pack. This is one I already have, 12 volt power pack I'm using. It's really simple to wire up. All you're basically doing is connecting your ground and your DC voltage into the stepper drivers, and also feeding one 5 volt supply from here into your ESP32, and then from your stepper driver you're just connecting the step and drive and enable. Now I've not done it, I've not used the enable on mine because this works when you ground out the enable, it works. So I've just grounded out the enables and then I'm powering it up straight from the ESP32, and I'm using just a digital output and sending it high when I want the stepper to move, you know, powering it up high. It's not the best way of doing it, but I didn't have any transistors and hadn't played about with it long enough to get it working any other way. But I've ordered some transistors now, so hopefully in the near future I'll connect those up properly. This fan, I think it's optional. It doesn't need to be this big either. This is quite a chunky fan. I have a smaller one in mine. If you're using the enable, your stepper drivers are not really going to get too hot. Hey, but that's the basic connectors, of course. Some breadboard, and these little connectors are for stepper drivers, and for these, you know, you just connect them in, solder these to your breadboard. Yep,